Most people invest in ETFs without actually understanding what they are. My philosophy is you shouldn't invest in anything you don't understand. So what exactly is an ETF? An ETF is essentially a basket of assets that trades exactly like a stock. When you purchase an ETF, you're essentially purchasing a group of assets. Typically, you would find bonds, stocks, and commodities in an ETF. So how exactly does an ETF work? So let's use a simple example of the S&P 500. If you purchase one share of the S&P 500 index, you are essentially buying the 500 largest companies in the US in one trade. There's no need to go and search individual stocks. You simply purchase the ETF and you get broad market exposure. So why exactly do people like to invest in ETFs? Well, your biggest benefit is diversification. You spread your money across a lot of companies, so if one of those companies don't perform well, it won't end up hurting your portfolio because you've got all the other companies to carry you. The other is low cost. ETFs typically charge very low fees, and what this means is more return in your own pocket. And thirdly, simplicity. You don't have to go and research hundreds of shares to buy. You simply purchase the ETF and you get broad market exposure. So when does an ETF make sense? Well, when your goals are long-term growth, broad market exposure, and simplicity. When you want growth over the long term, buying an ETF gives you instant diversification. You don't need time to go and research individual stocks because when you buy the ETF, you get broad market exposure. And if you want a clean and simple portfolio structure, ETFs keep things simple.